Good morning, class. Today we start with class 9, Economics, Chapter 3, Poverty as a Challenge, and this is our sixth lecture, and our last topic is the challenges ahead. So in previous classes we have studied what is poverty and how government is taken so many economic measures and targeted anti-poverty measures to reduce the poverty in India, but still poverty exists in India, and what is the main reason behind this, and what are the major challenges we are facing to implement those schemes which are launched by the government to reduce poverty. So let's see what are the major challenges ahead. So the poverty has certainly declined in India, but despite the program, poverty reduction remains India's most compelling challenge. While disparities in poverty are visible between rural and urban areas and among different states. So in different states we know that the poverty level is different, and the poverty people who comes under poverty line is also different. So certain social and economic groups are more vulnerable to poverty. Poverty reduction is expected to make better progress in the next 10 to 50 years, and this would be possible mainly due to higher economic growth, increased stress on universal free elementary education, declining population growth, increasing empowerment of women and economically weaker section of the society. So basically there are so many methods into which if we practice those methods very punctually, then we can reduce our poverty level in India. So the official definition of poverty, however, captures only a limited part of what poverty really means to people. It is a minimum subsistence level of living rather than a reasonable level of living. So many scholars advocate that we must broaden the concept into human poverty. So a large number of people may have been able to feed themselves, but do they have education or shelter or healthcare or job security or self-confidence? Are they free from caste and gender discrimination? It is practice of child labor still common. Worldwide experience shows that with development, the definition of what Constitution provides also changes. So basically, education of poverty is always moving target. Hopefully, we will be able to provide the minimum necessary in terms of only income to all people by end of the next decade. But the targeted will be moved on for many of the bigger challenges to still remain providing healthcare, education, job security for all, achieving gender equality, dignity for people. This will be even bigger task. So basically, what are the major challenges we are facing is, major challenges we face to reduce the poverty is, first one is we have to create higher economic growth. Second one is increase universal free elementary education. Third one is declining population, growth, increase empowerment of the economically weaker section of society. So basically class, what are the major challenges we are facing is, so first our challenge is higher economic growth. So in government should make some steps for the higher growth rate in a country, and second one is increase universal free elementary education, and third one is declining population growth. So in India, major cause behind the poverty is the growth of population. So population is the major factor which defines the poverty of the people. So there should be some measures taken. There should be some measures to take to reduce the population level of the country and increase empowerment of women. Empowerment of women means women should be given all the privileges of the society and life, and they should also be given participation in the government making and whatever the God wanted to do in his life, and economically weaker section of the society. And we should also encourage the weaker section of the society for the upliftment of their family and to participate as an asset in a country rather than a liability for the country. So these are the challenges which are faced by India. If we tackle or solve all these problems punctually, then we can call that the poverty level will decrease very fast. So there is another term called human poverty. So what do you mean by human poverty? So we know that poverty is a situation in which a person is unable to meet the basic necessity of life such as food, clothing and shelter. In spite of all this, if a person is not having enough money to take a medical treatment, or a family is not able to send their children to a good school, or a person is not able to buy those goods which are very necessary for that person, this also terms as a poverty, and those persons who are lacking behind these facilities are called human poverty. So class, I hope you understood this chapter very well, and your chapter ends here, and all the students are requested to complete your exercise on your text. So thank you.